What is going on? What is going on? Hank in the building. We got our guy here, BA. Get your bars up,
Salute.
media.
Salute.
As you can see here, we're going to be talking sports and a little bit of sports drama going on. Shannon versus Shaq. What's going on, man?
Hey, it's a lot of craziness happening, man. We got diss records. We got a whole bunch. We got LeBron leaking emails, getting Cut Sport to leaking. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot going on.
Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody out there, sports land. It's a Friday night. Of course, it's always going to be great in sports. Right now, we got the couple NBA games going on tonight, and tomorrow going to be a big fight going on. I'm not sure if it's going to be free or not.
Fighting tomorrow.
Lomachenko.
Nah, I ain't watching that fight, man.
You gonna watch it?
Nah, Lomachenko and who?
Oh, what's my other guy name?
Oh,
I'm gonna pull it up. It's on ESPN.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be free. So
if it's free,
for it.
yeah.
If you got the ESPN app or whatever, something like that, I think it's gonna be free.
Whether it's free or not, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it if it's interesting.
Yeah, and then of course we can still got more games coming on. So let's jump right into it, man. Let's talk about the topic here in hand. I'm gonna play the initial video of what happened with Shaq and our guy Shannon Sharpe.
We're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. He sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT, and Shaq is never brought up. And I think a part of him is envious of that.
When we talk about the greatest basketball players of all time as far as the GOAT conversation, Shaq's name is never brought up in that?
Yeah. It's hard for me to put somebody in the GOAT conversation with 1 MVP. Regular season. It's hard, Gil. So we're going to take somebody with 1 regular season MVP and put him in front of people that got 3, that got 4, that got 5. If Shaq would have had, if he'd had my work ethic, he'd have had 40,000 points.
There you go.
If he would have had my work ethic.
To Shannon's credit, we know he always stayed in, great shapes even now. But yeah, it seemed like shots. And your guy Shaq wasn't going for it. What you think about the comments?
I think that Shannon Sharpe, you can't keep poking the bear. He's been poking the bear for years. What people don't understand, like, sure, what Shaq said probably came off as a little hate, because I think it came off as a little hate too, watching Shaq say what he had said about the Joker. But every time Shannon Sharpe brings up Shaquille O'Neal, he always says negative stuff. He never comes up and says anything really positive. He'd be like, well, Shaq, because he had Kobe, he had Dwayne Wade, 4-time champion, this, that, but he had it. It's like, just say he a 4-time champion. Just say he a Hall of Famer. Just say he's the most dominant player ever. Do that a few times, but he doesn't. And Shaq watches. He's popular, so I'm sure Shaq watches him, and he
probably was a fan. Probably was a fan.
Exactly, and got fed up. I'm sure he got fed up. Like, man, he always want to talk about my negative stuff.
Yeah, and me, that's one of my favorite players of all time, Shaq. So yeah, I know some of his downfalls or whatever, but the man still won 4 championships, even with his flaws. So, I mean, he almost had just under 30,000 points, the 4 championships, the MVP. We knew he was robbed of probably 1 or 2 more.
Yeah.
And of course, all the money he made, he's one of the first people to do it in the league. So he had a great career.
He got robbed of 2 championships. Not championships, but
MVPs.
2 MVPs. One year Tim Duncan got it. I think it was Tim Duncan's very first one, if I'm not mistaken. But 1 year Tim Duncan got it, and the other was Steve Nash.
Yeah. And then, of course, we know that if he had that Mamba mentality, or even Shannon's work ethic, he probably would have had a little bit more on the table. And even Shaq has acknowledged it himself. He said it publicly. Especially when it comes to the GOAT conversation with LeBron and MJ. But he does get a little fed up of other people talking about it. I've seen that from him too. He'll shoot back at you. And of course, Shannon is a big voice.
Yeah. That's why, though. It's another reason. Like, if you notice, people say stuff about Shaq all the time. Shaq doesn't really, and like famous people, right? Or people on TV, they don't really like people like Stephen A. Smith and even Skip Bayless. They'll speak on Shaq and they'll say some negative things, but it's a lot of times throughout the years where they just say nothing but positive about Shaq in a moment. They don't always bring up nothing. They don't always add the negative to the positive. They can just go straight positive or straight negative. Shannon Sharpe always brings up something negative all the time.
Maybe he got one of his work one time and they made him upset.
I'm sure. I'm 95% sure. It's a situation happened behind the scenes.
Well, I'm sure like some of these newscasters and pundits and stuff, when they got negative stuff to say about these people, it's something personal, whether it's a money situation, a girl, or whatever, where they're like, you know what, this guy is great, but I'm gonna talk nasty about him on TV because he didn't went underhanded. But Shaq did respond, guys. I don't know. We got Get Your Bars Up media right here to witness the bars. So put your headphones on tight, turn the volume up, and let's hear Shaq respond to Shay Shay.
Man, you way beneath me. Your whole demeanor is faker than new rapper beefy. You're soft. Before you get fly, you rather tweet me. I was in 3 different cars when you was in 3 feet. All I see is dollar signs. They coming in 3D. Make it hot. Ain't no way around my degree. You are not in my spot. You are like a peewee. Shula got them calling me Rocky the way I reread. I get to the green bag. I don't mean a lawnmower. Jet flying, foreign driving, Best Buy and Don Pora.
I want to hear that whole song, man. I've only been hearing that snippet. I want to hear that.
I heard the snippet, yeah. Shaq, I do like Shaq as a rapper. I know he ain't the bars man, but you know, that's what makes Shaq Shaq. That's what makes him Shaq. So, like, for instance, I always say if he'd had the Mamba mentality, he'd be Shaquille O'Neal. He wouldn't be Shaq.
Yeah.
All the movies, all the Shaq and the Fool, all the rap albums, all the other stuff that makes him Shaq.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be there. The show, the comedy specials and all that stuff. So, you know, that there's a layer of him that would be gone that Kobe really couldn't really excel in because he just locked into that mentality.
Yeah. Shaq, most dominant force that I've ever seen on a basketball court. One of the greatest centers to ever play the game. Even though he might not be the greatest to me at the center position, he is definitely one of the greatest that I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you'll go ahead and say your GOAT. You gotta put him out there. We gotta keep these old names alive, man. That's the new generation. Get rid of them so quick. Go ahead and say them.
Hakeem Olajuwon is my GOAT at the 5 position. I think Hakeem Olajuwon is the best center that ever played. I know he played a little power forward when he was in the 80s, when he had I forgot my guy's name. Damn, I forgot my guy's name. He was a part of the first Twin Towers in the 80s.
Ralph Sampson.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson. But then in the 90s.
The original Wemby guys, the original Wemby.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's what he was supposed to be, the original Wemby. But yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon is the best center that I've ever seen. Both sides of the ball. And even baby Shaq got some of that work too.
Oh yeah. So second year in the league, was the second year, I think. Second, third year.
Nah, this was 90. What is it? He came 92. Third or fourth year in the league. Yeah.
Yep. He talked about that the other day too, about, you know, he didn't take it serious. It maybe have been a different outcome. They felt like they beat Jordan. That's Jordan. Like they were like, oh man, we beat Jordan. We good. We about to take care of Houston. And they just went out and partied, and then the dream gave them that shake.
Nah, what happened was I know we can't put it on. I know we can't put this on one position, one particular moment in one game. But Nick Anderson missing those 4 free throws in a row that could have sealed game 1. That was the issue.
I believe
hurt.
in momentum.
Yeah,
I believe in momentum. Definitely. Think about how many games did they beat Chicago in that other round? Was it 6 games?
6 games.
Imagine if Jordan turned that ball over. What it did, maybe Chicago would have got back. Beat beat that mindset. That's basically what the Pistons did to Jordan. They beat his mind up. And the Bulls.
So with Chicago, a big thing that happened too was they had to I think one of the games they delayed because Jordan had brought back. Remember, they retired number 23.
Yeah.
So they had number 23 in the Raptors. They weren't allowed. He wasn't allowed to play with number 23 and for it to be hanging up and retired. So they had to pull the jersey. They had to pull the 23 down and everything. And he ended up wearing 23, which I know that was a big mental lapse.
Yeah.
And it did something to the psyche.
They said it was kind of like against the rules, but it's Jordan.
Exactly. It's Jordan. It's Michael Jordan.
It's MJ. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, we gotta, like I said, I forgot what I was listening to. Like we guys, us in particular, me, you, Seven, we gotta keep the older names alive because these young generations gonna wipe them out. Of course, I'm rooting for the young guys. I want to see them succeed, but once that new generation comes in, they just forget about the past. Even Shaq talked about it in his podcast, how he didn't know the older generations like that when he was playing. And I heard Phil Jackson talked about Michael Jordan. He didn't know some stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's about definitely keeping those names alive. So everybody out there that know a little bit of old about basketball, speak on it. Speak about the players, speak about the game, speak about the moments.
One name that we need to keep alive that I don't know if you notice it. Tim Duncan, bro. We gotta keep
in my GOAT room.
Yeah, I know you know who he is, and that's one of your goals. But I'm just saying, like, you don't hear his name. You don't hear his name anywhere. And he, to me, is the greatest 4-man that I've ever seen, bro.
5 championships, 3 MVPs?
Two MVPs, a defensive player of the year. If I'm not mistaken, I think he got 2 finals. I think he got 2 finals MVPs as well.
Yeah. He's the reason for that Spurs dynasty, the reason they got 5 championships down there. Reason why the great David Robinson, another great center we don't hear a lot. He was great in his time too. The reason why he got a championship.
Think about it. How many players can you say made it to the playoffs for 20 years or 18 years straight?
Right. He never missed, right?
Never missed the playoffs ever.
Never missed.
Yeah, and I think the lowest seed, if I'm not mistaken, the lowest seed that he ever was part of was the 6th seed, I believe.
6.
That's incredible, bro. That's incredible. In a Western Conference.
Yep. Some of it is the personality he has, but yeah, we gotta recognize the real. But you see, like even I'll go probably a generation before. He's got 3. I think he's got 3 league MVPs. Moses Malone. Nobody talks about him. Nobody. It's like his in the wing, got an NBA championship with the Sixers. Nobody talks about him.
Hey, if Larry Bird wasn't Caucasian, he would be forgotten about too. But he low key is sliding out of the top 10 right now.
Yeah, slowly. Magic is around his presence, so I think a bigger reason his name is around. Plus, he got the Lakers lore, which is bigger than Celtics lore, in my opinion. Even though Celtics got a lot of championships, but modern day championships is the Lakers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great. I mean, great players like Bernard King, all those guys. So
yeah, Sidney Moncrief, all of them, bro. Like, yeah, and another person though that a lot of people don't say their names, and this is your guy, your number 11. They don't talk about him either.
My original number 11.
Your original 11. Exactly. One of the greatest point guards to ever play. He low-key revolutionized the point guard position in scoring and being able to actually score, breaking out of that traditional way. A lot of people don't say his name, and he should be mentioned.
What he says, let it be known. Let it be known. That's his phrase. Let it be known. Shout out, happy belated birthday, Zeke. But yeah, that's that's my favorite player of all time. I mean, I know the GOATs list, and I know he may not be able to make it up there, but my favorite player of all time will always be Isaiah Lord Thomas III from the Detroit Pistons.
Think about it. Like you got him, you got Clyde Drexler, which I don't know why people forget.
Oh
Clyde.
yeah, Clyde
was another one.
Clyde the Glide.
That was
five slammer jammer. He played with your guy.
Yeah, he played with Akeem in Houston. Yeah, Houston.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah. Both times the Rockets and in college. Yeah. Five slammer jammer, bro. I grew up listening to those lords because I didn't watch it. I didn't know about it when I was like a kid or whatnot in the 80s. But in the 90s, people would always talk about, man, Clyde Drexler was amazing. You know, he from here, right? This, that. So yeah. Shout out to Clyde, man.
Yeah, it's I read reports where Jordan even gave him his props. Like, of course, he wouldn't say it publicly, but he was talking how much of a tough matchup he was, and he didn't understand how Clyde wasn't taking advantage of his greatness, like marketability, to be able to be sort of like him. So, yeah.
One more person that everybody's forgotten about, but they don't forget about him now because it's crazy. These kids they never ever seen John Stockton in their life, and they look at his stats and they be like, how the hell did this white dude get all of these assists and all of these steals? Like, how did he get all of these all-stars, and how did he, like, dude average 15 assists a few times in this group?
Right. Now I know this is Cole's most hated person in life. Shout out to Cole, our team member here. And it's Lakerland and Sports Game Vision, man. Go to his channel and subscribe and support, but he cannot stand John Stockton. But I will say this about John. You know who brought him out to the Hall of Fame, right?
Who?
Isaiah Thomas.
Damn, I didn't remember. I just remember because that was the year that Jordan was on the same panel with him.
And then so that's why the smart stuff with Isaiah in the crowd. Yeah. Isaiah like, what? Yep. But Isaiah, if Isaiah is bringing you out, he's letting you know how good and great that man was. I know people say, of course, he got a lot of assists from Karl Malone. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a guy like that on your team? But I do believe had he been on another team, he still would have had a very, very good career. They just having Karl Malone made it undeniable, you know?
And the thing that was crazy about him, similar to Steve Nash, right? Stockton could have averaged 22 points a game. But he changed his game to be a point guard, though. Because that was the only way. Exactly. That's the only way he was going to be able to stay in the league. To be in the league, should I say.
Especially during that time where the positions was what they were. The point guard was the point guard, the shooting guard was the shooting guard, the 3-man was the 3-man, the 5 was the 5, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't all this floaty, everybody can do the same thing.
Yeah, we don't got no point guards in the NBA. Everybody's a combo guard.
Yeah, everybody's combo.
Exactly, they combo guards.
But the teams that really, I think, have more success have someone that can actually play that position pretty good. You know, even though they may not be listed as the point guard.
Shout out to my guy, Mike Timberwolves.
Mike Conley, yeah, he's a point guard. He's a point guard.
Shout out to Mike Conley. He's one of the very few in the NBA that's an actual point guard.
Yep. So only a few left. But the ones that can facilitate and do it, yeah. And we know, and he's clutch too. While we're talking about Mike Conley, he can ice the game for you. That it was a great trade. I mean, shout out to D-Lo and Lakerland, but it was the right move to put him in Minnesota and get D-Lo out of there.
Yeah. Him and when he went to Utah, they were saying that he was an all-star one of the years that he went to Utah. And people was like, man, he might be an all-star this year, but he should have been at least a 2-time. He should have been an all-star at least twice. Yeah. It is what it is. Get your ring this year, because it don't look like Denver.
You asking for it.
It don't look like Denver getting it this year.
Yeah. Well, we gonna touch on that. Let's we gonna keep it on one more time on the Shannon. And we veered off a little bit talking about NBA sports and keeping that name alive. But here we're gonna play another response from Shannon about the whole beef.
I've never professed that I was as great as Shaq. But what I will say, I got what I got because I worked my ass off. God gave me the ability to do what I could do. But he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication. I never half-assed it. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? He's the most dominant big man in the history of the game, and he got one MVP. Yeah, you got more money. Yeah, you're more famous than me. Yeah, you're more well-known. You're going to have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy or I cheated myself.
Man, that sounds like Drake versus Kendrick.
Yeah, it's more shade, man. More and more shade. He could have deaded it and said I didn't mean it that way, and said some positive things and left it there. But no, he wanted to go extra. So Shaq gonna go extra because Shaq is one of the pettiest men on this planet. Like he's one of the pettiest men on this planet. So we go see where they go. We go see where it goes because this is the beginning.
Yeah. And Shaq trying to, I told you we just had a talk off camera about we think that Shaq is trying to set himself up for these media rights deals.
Oh, yes.
I do not believe if anyone is in watching right now, don't think TNT may not get the NBA back, be end of an era. For me, it's sad because I've, it's been around for a long time and I do like those guys together. But he's got that podcast. If you've been watching, it's bright, new set, new cameras, new hosts, new intro, all that. He's trying to sell that thing to underdogs and DraftKings and all whatever's going to spend that money, even TNT, because it's a void now. They lose the NBA, they gonna need some sports. Bring the big podcast right onto TNT or TBS.
Yeah. So, it's crazy. It's the TNT without the crew. That's gonna be different, bro. It's actually gonna it actually could hurt basketball. Like it could really hurt basketball because I know you noticed the difference between the TNT set, right? Compared to the ESPN set.
Yeah.
The ESPN set has people, you're like, yeah, whatever. But they don't have they don't have the camaraderie, the chemistry,
connection.
They don't have none of that compared to the TNT. Like Ernie Johnson ain't never played a lick of basketball in his life. But when he up there with Kenny, Shaq, and Charles, bro, it's like it's magic, bro. It's electric, bro. It's magical.
And they take, Ernie keeps it even keel. He's professional. He's actually a journalist, I believe. He would know a broadcaster for sure. Went to school and everything. But they know how to keep it light where these other programs don't. And they can't do things to make it interesting and fun. Like even Shaq says, like if you watched a blowout game, you don't want me talking about the stats. Have something to make you laugh, while talking about the game a little bit. So, if the ESPN, well, not ESPN already got it, but if NBC gets it, it's going to be super corporate, and that type of vibe is definitely not going to be there.
Yeah, it ain't gonna look right being on anything but TNT.
Yeah, and shout out, we just named those 4 men. Shout out to the staff that's behind the scenes. We don't know none of their names. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the ones that's coming up with those segments and the pranks and all that stuff. It seemed like it's a lot of fun over there. But there's the producers and the cameramen and the writers that's over there doing that. So shout out to them. It's going to be crazy that they might lose a lot of those jobs because they're giving up the NBA rights. So shout out to them for all the enjoyment they bring to us. But yeah, it's crazy that they might lose it. Yes, sir. Well, let's move on to another topic. We was talking about the NBA. So let's talk about what you guys said here. We've been talking about him quite a bit this postseason. Jason Tatum. They say we're a super team, but we didn't get rewarded like we are. Jason on Celtics being called a super team. So my thing is he got to win. So what do you think, BA?
He damn right that's a super team. What the hell? You went out and got Porzingis, and then you went out and got Drew Holiday, which are two former All-Stars who at one time averaged over 20 points in their career. And then you got your $300 million brother on the side of you, and you about to get 320 or 350. Come on, man. Come on, man. Then you got old Al Horford, which is has always been a great leader. And he's a multiple time All-Star as well. Like, come on, man.
He's like what's his name? He's like old Batman. Remember the old Batman? He's the old Batman. He still got superpowers or superhuman, whatever. He's still a superhero, but he
is the Michael Keaton.
He's the Michael Keaton Batman.
The Michael Keaton Batman. Yeah, that's who he is. Old guy got still crime fighting, but more important, he's a leader. He's keeping everybody in line on the bench, off the bench, the superstars, slapping them upside the head still. And just like Udonis Haslem kind of was for Miami, except of course Horford still plays more because he can shoot the ball.
Yeah, Haslem, I don't feel like they utilize him. I think he probably still could have played, but I think they were probably putting that young talent first. Because Haslem had a nice mid-range.
So
mid-range.
What Haslem he made it to 20 years, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
20 seasons, yeah.
So with Haslem, what they did for him was he's supposed to retire for about four years prior to when he retired, because he started to lose his lift and everything. And he even said that his body started giving out. But the reason why they kept him is they owed him they promised him so much money because of the amount that he got cut when the big three came. When the big three came, and right prior to the big three, they had when they had Shaq and them that stayed a little bit longer. Like he took a step back and he was getting paid not that much money, and he didn't start getting paid really the millions and millions of dollars until those guys left, and they needed him to be a leader and to talk on the bench. And Pat Riley, salute to him, he kept his promise.
Yep. Shout out to old Pat, and keeping the promise, getting them paid. And honestly, every team needs that, especially a guy that's won and did it at a high level, which Udonis has done. Did they retire his jersey? I believe they're going to do that if they haven't done it
yet. They haven't retired it yet, but they better retire his jersey. Yeah. He got three championships with them. He's
from Miami.
Yeah, like he is, like, as much as we want to be like Wade County and all of that stuff. Well, Wade left. Udonis was there the whole time.
Yep.
And passed him, and they came in. Udonis came in, I think, a year before D Wade did, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was there before him. Yep. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, but Al Horford is Boston's version, I guess, but he plays more. You see what the internet is saying about Jason Tatum, though?
What they said?
They say he either Tobias Harris or Michael Jordan.
Oh,
like one side of the spectrum.
Yeah, but that's correct. He's one or the other. He's always one or the other. He's not consistent enough to be bad. He's not consistent enough to be good. But when he's bad, luckily for him, he got a stacked team that takes care of him when he's playing bad.
Yeah, so we all talk about it with our team, 7, UBA, and of course Cole. We talk about who we feel is going to win. I felt like Boston, my pick, we had talked about it maybe a week or two ago. I said I felt like it was going to be Minnesota and Boston. But the thing about Boston is they always giving up games, sometimes even series. You saw what my guy here. I said in the chat, I was like, man, he going to get at least one game for him. What did he do? Went out there and slayed him.
It wasn't Jay. It was what's my guy name? What's my other guy name?
Mobley.
It was Mobley, but it was another. What's my guy name? He went to Michigan.
Okay, Karis LeVert.
Karis LeVert went crazy in that second half. But Donovan Mitchell, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they won in 6 games, if they won this series, because they are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. People forget. People forget.
They're gonna be mad.
Yeah, man, think about it. If you look at it, bro, remember Miami went up in there and beat them too.
Yeah.
The only game
That's
that they
what I'm
won.
saying.
Yeah.
Boston is known for they be tripping.
And they don't got Porzingis.
Porzingis is out still.
I forgot. He got
But they got Drew. So that's the main reason I'm like, okay, I still think they got a shot. Drew
Porzingis, though, that was like, remember we talked about this at the beginning of this season or before the season even started. We said Porzingis is going to be the guy that can get them over the hump to win the championship. No disrespect to Drew, because Drew is going to do well. But Porzingis is the guy that's going to cause you, because people sleep on his defensively. He plays great defense. People don't talk about it because he a prima donna, but he's one of the guys that can change the game. He's going to stretch the floor. And he's going to be able to hit free throws, and he's going to be able to play defense, bro.
Yep. You know, that's why I was very low on them, even when, because this is before the Drew trade. Remember, he got there before Drew. And I was like, nah, I don't trust Porzingis. He always out and all that. And then they got Drew. I'm like, okay, this changes everything. They got five people. I always put my man in there from the Spurs.
White.
Derek White.
Very White, yeah.
Yep. So with all that squad right there, I feel like they should be able to win a championship, not to mention the other pieces that they have around them.
They can win a championship, but in order for them to win a championship, they're gonna need Porzingis. If they don't have Porzingis, I don't see them. They might not win this series without Porzingis, bro.
And he's not coming back to the conference finals, from what I know from the last report I saw.
That's why I'm on the fence, because they if you look at it, man, in order for them to be really, really good, Drew is gonna have to score, and then Derek White has to pick up a lot of the scoring load too.
Yeah. No. He has to play like the other side of the spectrum. He can't be Tobias. He gonna have to be Michael Jordan.
He gonna have to put his remember his Kobe band. He gonna have to put his Kobe band back on, man.
Yep. He need to have on the North Carolina shorts under with the Kobe Mamba mentality jersey underneath.
Yeah.
So he could it's on him. It's on him to take that step for them to win a championship.
He's too like Jason Tatum. I like he's a star, but I've always been hesitant on the superstar talk, because not only he doesn't have the personality, and not even the personality, like his game is just not consistent enough. Like if you gave me Anthony Edwards and you gave me Jason Tatum, I'm gonna be like, I got Anthony Edwards. And it shouldn't be that way. Jason Tatum is supposed to be the best 2-guard / small forward in the NBA. He's supposed to be that right now, but he's not.
Yeah, this is the year. I honestly think if they don't pull it off this year, I think it's over for the Celtics. They're gonna have to find a way to start willing and dealing.
Jason Tatum gonna hold out? Is he gonna hold out and be like, I'm gonna go sign somewhere else?
I mean, well, he just got his. Hold on, there's Brown that got the contract, so his contract is coming up. Yeah, he might go home to. You really gonna be back on Laker land then if he go back to play for Kobe. He might.
Yeah. I think that he's going to be. I think he just need new scenery. That's what I think. But let's see.
Let it be Jaylen Brown's team.
But he ain't gonna pass up $330 million. Like that's the max, the super duper max. He's not gonna pass that up though. He ain't gonna pass.
Boston's gonna have to make some changes. You know that. I don't see them. They don't get past it this year. I don't know. To me, it's
they still gonna have Porzingis. They still gonna have Drew. They still gonna have 4 players, because they're gonna pay Tatum, and they're gonna have the core of 4 players. But as far as Derek White and the rest of the team, we gonna see.
Yeah, and then I will say this: Drew has got his. We always talk about revenge season. Yeah, Milwaukee out of there.
Yeah.
So he winning right now. Especially if he gets to the next round, he really be winning. So, but
That's a fact. That's a fact.
our guy here, we bringing up Donovan. You say if he beats them, and it'll be exactly what he's been talking about. We brought it up on the show the last couple of weeks about he's saying his legacy is going to be conference finals and finals. So this is the year for him to try to prove that.
I don't know why I feel. We talk about this all the time throughout the season. I just never been confident in Boston. They do the same thing every year. But I feel like you might either the beat up Knicks or the Cleveland Cavaliers might be in the finals. One of those teams just might be in the finals.
Yeah. You know my Knicks, that's my other hometown. So I'll be calling my family like, hey, yeah, we in. We in there.
Hey, until Detroit start winning again next year.
Yeah. That's how it was when I lived there. Like, take off that bad boy's hat. Like, no.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh man, but yeah, shout out to the Knicks. That's my new number 11 right now. That ain't Kyrie, it's Jalen Brunson. Bro. So he's showing improving right now.
Yeah, he the best. He is the best. He's the best guard, the best point guard in the NBA, and he has been the whole season. And it's good to see him actually in the spotlight this year without Julius Randle messing up the whole offense, trying to be selfish. It's good to see Jalen Brunson shine. And I know Julius over sick too. He over there sick.
Would you trade Julius for KD?
Yeah, I would make that trade. I would
think
make
that would work.
Yeah, I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out for both teams. You get you an extra scorer that's going to hold it down. And New York was number 3 in the NBA in defensive efficiency. So you're gonna have you get rid of Randall, you're still gonna have the rest of your team defending, and you got you an extra scorer. And KD will just have to defer to the guy, number 11. He's got to defer.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
okay. We have a perfect chance to get a championship, and New York has the assets to acquire them.
Yeah, so, they have enough defenders and enough length to cover up, to patch that hole of non-defense that KD might not bring.
But they're gonna give you 25 easy. Shoot, shout out to the Knicks. But let's talk about this other team that's part of the show now. Look at all the awards they are accumulating so far this year. Defensive Player of the Year. Nasri got the 6th Man of the Year, Teammate of the Year Conley, and the Social Justice Champion is from Cat. So, do you think this team can raise the real trophy and win the championship?
They're the best team. They're the best team in the NBA right now. They are the best team in the NBA right now.
Yeah, Cole was calling them. He's saying it was the best defense he's seen, and they've been playing their lights out. Of course, Anthony Edwards.
I wish 7 was here because I told 7. I said, "Yo, I know they're newbies." I told him about OKC.
I remember you said that.
I told him about OKC in Minnesota. I said, "Yo, they didn't been to the playoffs already. They're young, but what makes them super good is they defend at a high level. Minnesota has been number 1, number 2 all year, bro. All year defensively. All year."
We've been talking about on the show, and I always had my doubts because sort of like we do with Boston and all that. But I was like, they kept going through. I said, hold on, they not sliding. Bro. They keeping it consistent. So I'm like, all right, I'll put a little faith in them to do something.
Cat, the biggest thing that could ever happen to them was Cat deciding to defer and give all alpha leadership to Anthony Edwards. When he did that, and he was like, I'll be Scottie Pippen. That's fine. I'll take that role. When he decided to do that, bro, Now he, instead of jacking up everything he shoot, when he gets in clutch times and everything, he know who to look for, unless he's wide open, of course.
Yeah. We know he can score when he's open.
Oh, yeah,
No
yeah.
influence.
He can give you 60. He can score 60. He can score 50. He's done it multiple times, but Anthony Edwards is the guy. This is your alpha. This is your alpha. And this is who you need to focus. And even though he's younger than you, which Cat is still pretty young too, this is the guy this is your future of your franchise. Ride with him.
You might keep him there a little bit longer because remember all season we thought Cat was going to get dealt.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the coach too. Shout out to the coach. I don't know him, but he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. So I think they got a great shot at getting championship. That so far was my pick. We'll look at the games here. Tonight they are actually playing again. That would be crazy. They go on to Minnesota, and it's a chance that Denver might get swept. The champion from last year might be out of there in 4 games. I don't think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. They win. If the Minnesota wins tonight, it is over. And then of course we got the Knicks over there. Our guy who's out for this game. Anunoby.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Then they're in Indy, so Indy might sneak that game out. But it'd be nice to see if the Knicks go up 3-0 as well. What you got on these games?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell you because I think the Knicks got a better chance of winning than Minnesota does. In game 3, I think Indiana has lapses. They have lapses. I don't know what it is, but it's something about how they're bad in third quarters. They're horrible in third quarters. They can have a 20-point lead, 10-point lead, and they try to run and gun. But when you slow the game down, which the Knicks have been doing, they just turn into a whole different team. And I think the Knicks got a shot at going up 3-0 tonight. Now, when you talk about Minnesota, even though they're going back to Minnesota for game for game 3 and 4, for game 3, it's hard for me to count the best player in the NBA. It's hard for me to count him out. The MVP, I can't count him out. I can't. You go up 3-0, then I can be like, yeah. But right now, nah. And then you got Jamal Murray, who hasn't had a really good game yet in the whole entire playoffs.
Man, they've been locking him up. Especially
he can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere. Yeah. But he has that type of skill that similar to the Lakers. The Lakers was locking him up too, low-key.
Yeah, they were.
But he has that type of skill that to where if they can keep the game close down the stretch and get them to and keep them in the game for the last 2-3 minutes, where he can be special. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Denver gonna win one tonight. I'm gonna say they're gonna win one tonight. I'll say they win one tonight.
I would say this. Minnesota is probably. I would say they're better defensively than the Lakers.
Man, they better than everybody.
Yeah.
Better than everybody.
So I listened to some of LeBron's pod with JJ. He was saying, yeah, we were doing pretty good on in-page, Murray, but Michael Porter Jr. was killing us.
Yeah, they locked.
He was
this series
up.
In this series right now, he can't get nothing off, bro. He ain't getting no looks.
It's different. It's a different defense.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't on. Yeah, you was in Vegas. Shout out to Vegas and all the work and the fun that's out there. What stays there, what happens there stays there.
That's the fact. I'll be in Chicago. I'm be in Chicago next week. Next week.
Okay. Is it a battle or?
Nah, it's for my cousin is graduating with his BA.
All right.
From the University of Chicago, I think. One of the universities out in Chicago. He graduated in theater of arts. And he's like, man, come on, cuz. So yeah, we'll fly out.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Tell us to throw us in one of the movies.
Facts, though. That's what I'm gonna be telling them. Be like, yo, don't forget about me. You gotta put me on.
Yeah. If I could be a standby.
That's what I actually used to do that. I used to do that when I was
you do. He was telling you did. But one of you wasn't the.
Oh yeah,
you gotta do some more of those.
Yeah, I need to make some more, but I've been so caught up in everything else.
I got you.
Not been.
It was a fire. What was the name? Basically, story time.
Yeah, the story time with BA.
Yep. Y'all go check it out. Go to BA's page. Get your bars up media and the clips. And he's got some great things for you to watch over there. But yeah, congratulations to your cousin, man.
Appreciate you.
As we're gonna keep moving forward with the show, I don't know if you are still into the games or not, but today college football was released for all the platforms. The first time it's been around. We was probably teenagers the last time this thing came out. It's been a long time since they had the college football rights, and they're gonna have real players in it this time. And they're gonna be player one, player Johnson, XY.
I haven't seen it in years. It's been years, bro. I was a teenager last time I played this college football.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're back. They got the real announcers and the real players. But this is the screenshot. If you guys want to go purchase it,
that looks so real.
Crispy.
That looks so real.
And I used to play this jump for hours. So yeah, shout out. EA usually made a good game. So interested in getting it today.
Remember how you can start your own, you can make your own university.
Yep.
And all of that. And then you get the funnest part of the game ain't even the game, it's the recruiting process and all of that.
Yep.
Shit. That was the dope part. That was the fun part.
And then I used to play the basketball one. Then you could work your way up the rankings with the small schools and get you a star. Have my own little LeBron.
But do you remember though in the football specifically how you could import your player to Madden? You used to be able to import your player. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah. I used to cheat though. I used to make all my players 99 overall, like make all my whole squad 99 overall. They'll graduate and then they'll go mess up the game. And then of course, whatever team, which I'll be the Cowboys for sure. I end up playing against one of them. And they'll be killing me.
Man. Yeah, that's it. I can't do it afraid. I'm not to say I wouldn't like it, but I can't spend I have to play a quick game now. Yeah. Guys got the time to do it. Yeah, this is the first time it's been around in years, pretty big. And of course, the season is right around the corner. And really, you think blink an eye, it'll be football season again.
Yeah, they're at the end of the spring stuff right now. They're finishing that up if they haven't already.
Shout out to the people in the chat. I appreciate you. Since we own it, let's just go ahead and because I was trying to save it, but let's pop it on up. Shawnee Henderson speaks on her marriage with ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal in her new book, Looking Back. I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. Henderson wrote, I was in love with the idea of building a life together. I truly did enjoy spending time with him. NBA road trips allowed me to be with my husband, experience the NBA life for a little while. And of course, Shaq responded, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. Love, Shaq.
Yeah, and that's why she had to thank him. Shawnee knew what she was getting herself into. She knew, and at the time when she met Shaq, Shaq was like this was Orlando Magic, very young. Like I'm introduced to the world, Shaq. And he was out there effing them girls. He was effing them H's. He was effing them H's. That's what he was doing. Yeah, and you heard what she said though. You read what she said. She said, thank you for saving my life. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what she said.
Yeah, it's got to hurt because you can see the response. I wouldn't be in love because he's come out and said it publicly that he he's messed up. He he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do.
She was.
But
if you hear some of the stuff that I've heard about her though, she was a wild one though. When she was with him, she was a wild one. Like she was out here.
Was it because he was doing what he was doing, or
exactly? That's exactly like, yeah, he was out there doing what he was doing, but she was on that independent, whatever. I don't know what got into her head, but she was out there. Like when I say allegedly, I'm gonna say because I know allegedly she was like messing with a whole bunch of dudes, man.
Allegedly, let's say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Shout out to the pastor's wife.
Hey,
yeah.
Hence why she settled down with a pastor. Hint.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. But those words gotta hurt though. We got all those kids with her. I know they got like four kids together or something like that.
Bro, Shaq don't care.
Yeah, you don't think he cares?
No, he don't care. He ain't caring a minute, bro. If just maybe 15 years ago, whatever, he would have been like, "Oh my gosh," because he was much younger, and he, when you're super young or when you're much younger, you still got that pride, But he didn't let go of his pride. He getting his money. He sliding into all of these chicks' DMs now. Hollering at them, flying them out, doing whatever. He had Hoops Alexander, man. He wasn't tripping.
Yeah, I remember Hoops. Remember, he was going to the Home Depot looking for that viral girl.
Yeah, he don't care.
Shout out to Shaq, man, and Shawnee and Pastor Keon. Yeah, that's a tough situation. I don't know if I'd have even wrote about it, honestly, in the book.
Shaq
had to.
I don't think he cared. He go ahead and be stunning. I'm gonna give you this little shine. Go ahead and put that on, because I'm pretty sure she told him, like, this is business. Like, she and him they still work together as business partners for a whole bunch of different things, just like with Basketball Wives and all of that, right? Shaq actually helped put that together. Like, yeah, go ahead and do it. And they weren't even together when he did that. So they still work with each other on different businesses. So I'm sure she told him. She kept it real when it was like, yo, I decided to put this in my book. Yeah, I bet she was like, all right, yeah, that's what's up. That's why you didn't see him get upset. He was like, yeah, I understand. I wouldn't want to be with me neither. And now everybody
he did it in the dry love.
Yeah, exactly. Not everybody's watching. And everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So Shaq is a master marketer.
Yeah, but yeah, he put her on, like, his platform is big. He was able to put her through, and then of course, even now with the media rights, maybe this is still some way involved in that, trying to bring publicity.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. This is, like I said, with Shaq, just like with the Shannon Sharpe situation. I think it's marketing, bro. It's marketing. He's a master marketer.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna move on forward. We're still talking about hoops here. Let's go here. What you think about this? KG put this out here. The old superstars could be on the same team.
I don't like it, because they wouldn't be able to hold a cup of water.
It's just gonna be what year was that the Lakers got together with the old team? 2021, 2022.
Yeah, 2021 with Russell Westbrook and Carmelo and all. Dwight Howard.
This might be the same situation. I don't know about that one.
JaVale McGee, all of them. Yeah,
you might need to chop about 5 years off they totals right here, and this would be perfect.
Yeah, tell Chris Paul to get rid of that number 11 jersey. You don't need to be wearing that. Not this late in his career. Don't wear that jersey number.
Yeah, that belonged to Jalen Brunson. Oh man. But I got something for you here. I got something for you. It's NBA facts and history. Kobe Bryant is the last MVP to play all 82 games in a season.
I'm not surprised. He was an Iron Man. So he was one of them players that he was gonna play at least 70 games. At least 70. I wish today's NBA was like that when it came to superstars or really, really great players. Shout out to LeBron, because LeBron actually plays the reason why he got the record. a lot of records is because he has played a lot of he has a lot of 70 plus seasons, should I say.
Yes,
So
sir.
shout out to Kobe. Shout out to the
Yes,
GOAT.
sir. The Mamba.
Shout out to Michael, should I say. I'm gonna say
ahead.
Michael. No, I was there. Shout out to my GOAT. I'm gonna say my GOAT. Instead of the GOAT, I'm gonna say my GOAT.
He definitely belongs in the conversation. They had that on the ESPN too. I don't know if you saw that segment for sure. Like Shaq brought it up. Him not being brought up, he definitely should be brought up in that conversation. And we talked about it a little bit, like just saying he's the number 2 point guard of all time. Like, how great was he for real? Like he's better than just saying he's the number 2 all time.
I think about it, if everybody knew if Kobe Bryant was one Achilles injury away from being the all-time leading scorer before LeBron. He was on his way to being that. But
he sat on the bench for a couple of years, right?
Yeah, his first 2 years.
Behind Eddie Jones.
Yeah, his first 2 seasons. And even with that, even with him in his first 2 seasons going through that, he still scored over 33,000 points. Mm-hmm. And he didn't play. Remember, he missed 2 total seasons and ended up playing his last season.
Yeah, shout out to the Bean. Definitely in that GOAT room. But I also brought him up because we're going to talk about the next in line. We talked about him a little bit today.
Oh, yeah.
22 years old. Look what he's doing.
Yeah, he better than Kobe. He better than Kobe and Mike right now in the POs at 22 years.
Yeah, and this is crazy.
If you think about it, so that was Mike wasn't that was unsuccessful Mike, right? But that was championship Kobe. So that's man, bro. He
might be on his way.
Look at him though, 53%, 44% from 3, 87 from the free throw line, averaging over 33. This is the best right now to this point, one of the best performances. But I ain't gonna give it up that easily. I need to see him. He got to make it to the conference championship and be doing the same thing. He do that in the conference championship. It's gonna really change my.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. But I'm already impressed because I've never been on board with Minnesota, and they're doing their thing right now. And then of course we bringing up MJ and Kobe. Now, another thing, guys, look at that thing for Michael right there. It's not really a fair. That 13% really not fair for Michael. They wasn't shooting 3-pointers like that. That was just like maybe he had to throw one up at the last minute. They weren't shooting 3-pointers back then in the 80s.
But that was volume. That was volume shooting, Mike. Though,
yeah,
young. Like, think about it. Was that his rookie year?
20
second year. It was either
he came in the league at 18, 17.
Nah, Jordan. I'm talking MJ.
I'm talking Michael.
Yeah, I'm talking about MJ. That was his. That's either his
first year or second year.
Yeah, his first or second year, and that Mike was really, really good. But Ant is on some whole different type of other ish. And Kobe came in. He got drafted at 17, so Kobe was already 4 years in. But Ant, what is this? This is 3rd year or 4th year?
He getting up there. I think it might be 3rd or 4th year now. 3rd or 4th year.
Because he came in. He got to be his 4th because he came in at 18.
Yep.
Or 19. He came in at 19.
Yes, he played at Georgia.
Yeah.
We bringing up Kobe and MJ, but like I said on my other pod, man, he getting into his Dwayne Wade season. This might be his Dwayne Wade year where he get that first championship young. He could get it.
Yeah. This is the bet. He better get it this year because next year it's going to be a lot of problems. It's going to be a lot of problems next year.
with
OKC is going to get another top draft pick, or they're going to trade and get somebody really, really, really good. Denver is going to be better because next year I'm sure everybody's going to be healthy. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Memphis is going to be back. Lakers could retool.
We got Ja Morant. No, it's not. And then we got Luka in them too. So
I don't know about Luka. We're gonna see what they do this postseason, man. They won last night. I was like, they go down 0-2. Come on.
the best thing that they did was they got Gafford and they got what's his name? He had a big game. He's been having a big playoffs. Old dude from Charlotte.
PJ.
PJ.
Yeah.
PJ and Gafford, bro, amazing pickups because defensively, I've been watching them, bro. Defensively, they are really, really good defensively, bro.
Let's see. They're playing against a younger team. They should win, honestly.
Yeah, they should.
They should. But while we keep it on our boy Ant Edwards, and everyone's comparing, I wanted to stop. Let's go here to hear the clip of what he says.
You could be the next Michael Jordan. When you hear comparisons like that, what comes to mind for you?
I just want him to stop. Yeah.
Why?
Just because he's the greatest to ever play basketball, and I'm so far from it. I'm like not even close. So I just wish it stopped. Like stop comparing me to Michael Jordan. He's Michael Jordan. I'm my own basketball player. So whatever I do. But yeah, I'm nowhere near Michael Jordan.
Yes, sir. So he doesn't want to be compared to him right now. Think that's the right thing to say.
I agree.
Yeah, it's too early to compare. You know what I mean? You can say he looks like him. Because some of the moves and stuff, he obviously looks Michael MJ-ish. The internet says they adjusted it. This came from the Twitter space.
He was the greatest. I can't be compared to him. That's crazy.
That's from the internet.
Yeah.
And of course, his teammate, man, Cat, said he's the face of the league.
Yeah, you see, look at Cat behind him, bro, because Cat is deferred to him, bro. It's a different type of feel, and they are so lengthy on that perimeter, and like all five positions, bro, except for Mike Conley, and he still play pretty good defense. So he still be scrapping. So yeah, they really good, bro. They're really good.
That's my squad. I think like I say, so far, they get tonight. Are they going? I think they're going to the finals,
bro. It's either going to be them or Denver. To me, whoever wins this series is the team I think is going to take. Is going to win. Or I ain't gonna say, well, nah. Whoever wins this series is probably going to be the one to win the championship too. It might go.
Yeah, you know, I'm still iffy on Boston, but you know that was my other team. I said would make it, but I didn't say they would win.
Yeah,
I got more confidence since they had Drew on the team. So,
better watch out. Boston better watch out for if Karis LeVert go off and what you say? What's big boy name down low?
Mobley.
If Evan Mobley, which is one of the best individual defenders in the NBA.
You still.
They better watch out for them.
You still got to worry about what's his name having a pretty good game, having a breakout game. Donovan's running mate.
Yeah, the point guard.
Darius Garland.
Yeah, Garland.
Yeah, they still got to have a breakout game from him. So,
which people forget, Darius Garland is a former All-Star, and he's under 25 years old.
Yeah, young.
Yeah,
and you still got NBA Streets in the middle. Is he out right now? I think he's out.
NBA he's out right now. He's out Look at that bad ass afro, bro. Yeah, NBA Streets. That's crazy.
Yeah, what's my man name? Played for Cleveland. I mean, for Brooklyn.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Shoot, he was an all-star too. I'm tripping. He was an all-star as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they got the pieces.
I'm pretty much out of it. We're gonna touch on this. Did you see this here?
I wanted to ask you something real quick.
Got you.
If Cleveland won the championship this year, how would that affect? Would that affect LeBron's legacy?
Oh, because he won one without him? This shouldn't affect his legacy, but I guess in a small sense, yes, because the whole argument that people would are us LeBron fans would say is nobody's won what since he left.
What they done since he left? What they do? You just say I had to ask
that like, oh, I forgot Donovan got him a championship.
Woo!
And low key when they made that trade because they got so much talent, I'm like, ooh, like they're gonna break that curse. They're gonna get one without Bron.
Cleveland were to win the championship. Donovan Mitchell is definitely leaving. He's gone.
Oh, you think he's gonna leave Cleveland?
Right he gonna do the Kawhi Leonard. He's gonna be like, all right, I did the best I could. Yeah, that's all y'all needed. Bye.
Hey, I mean, you can't be mad at him. You can't.
I just want him to stay away from New York. I want him to stay away from New York because I know that's where
I don't think if he could do, he's gonna go to Brooklyn. It don't make no sense to go to the Knicks.
Exactly. I hope he don't. I hope he don't go to the Knicks. But you see how him and Darius Garland is doing. So that's a small backcourt. Him and Brunson. That's a small backcourt too. Except shout out to Darius Garland, but he ain't no Jalen Brunson.
No, he's not. He not. I don't know. Well, man, I'm sure we've already seen him compromise in Dallas, so he can definitely do it.
Yeah.
The play style. So yeah, I mean, honestly, he had more firepower, and then you know how Tibbs does. He likes to play people till the wheels fall off. So he'll have some extra firepower to help that.
He liked to. You meant that was a nice way of saying that he liked to ruin careers.
Run him to the ground. You saying that's the reason why Derrick Rose got hurt?
Exactly. About what was he about 15 points with like a minute and something left
in the game.
Yo, in a playoff game, get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah, he got my guy Hart out there. Oh, he ain't had but like 15 minutes rest the whole playoffs,
bro.
Real time.
It is officially the Villanova Knicks.
Yeah, they just need Mikal. That's all they need.
Yeah, it is. Mikal will be. Ooh,
I think that's an automatic chip.
Get Mikal. If Mikal ever found his way across the street into the garden, oh my God!
Would you trade Julius over there?
Yeah, I would trade him over there. I would get Mikal. But if I to keep it 100, but if I am Brooklyn, I'm gonna probably want what you call it, either Josh Hart or I'm going to want DiVincenzo.
Nope.
I'm gonna want one of them with Drew.
Nope. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. I'll give you Bogdanovich and
Bogdanovich has been heaven sent, bro.
Yeah,
he's been heaven sent for them, bro. Because he get them. He can score 20 in his sleep. He get them buckets
right now.
Yeah, he out right now, but he get them buckets, bro. He score he comes off the bench and he gonna give you 15 to 20 points a game off of the bench. When y'all looking for people to score, he's gonna be able to put the ball in the hole.
Yep, and they still got Mitchell Robinson. He got hurt again, and of course
Mitchell weak to me. I like the white boy better though.
Harkenstein.
Yeah, because he
said he's not white. He said he bright skinned. You hear him say that?
Nah, I ain't never heard him.
He said that. He said he's
I ain't never heard him talk before. I ain't never heard him how he's gonna play.
He went on the podcast and said I think he said someone in the family, somebody got some black. He said I'm bright skinned. I was cracking up.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. Did you see this news?
Oh, she signed with Gatorade?
Yeah. Aja Wilson got, I believe it's in the millions too. Got a deal with Gatorade. Shout out to Aja getting that deal. Las Vegas Aces, the champions, and they went to the White House. I don't have a picture of that, but they went to the White House.
Yeah, I see them
celebrate out there.
Thank you, Caitlin Clark. Everybody need to thank Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. So Aja, she don't have her signature shoe, man.
She do.
She do now?
Yeah, she do. She signed with Nike. She signed with Nike for a multi-million-dollar deal with Nike. She getting her own signature shoe made. She is of course the face of the WNBA, and now people all of a sudden. But only reason why more people are starting to invest in the WNBA is because of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and that's pretty much them two. Them two, bro.
Them two right now.
They brought the eyes from the college game over to the pros. And when Juju get there, when Paige Beckers get there, because I hope they don't be on that. I want to stay all 4 years.
Right.
Stay your 3 because you need to stay at least 3 years. When Paige gonna be there next year, well, the year after. Well, yeah, next year. She's gonna be there next year. Juju gonna be there. They got old girl, the point guard from the spectacular point guard from Notre Dame, the point guard from Arizona. From man, they got.
Well, USC just signed someone big to go with Juju.
Yeah. I forgot her name though.
It's crazy. They just transferring like they trading teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
And then Kelly went to Oregon.
Yeah. The white girl gonna be playing the white girl that played at LSU.
I'm talking about
she going to TCU.
So what's her name?
I forgot her name, but she's gonna be at the Big 12. Haley something.
Yep. Haley Van Lith.
Yeah, Van Lith. Yeah, exactly. Yep. She gonna be at TCU, which is she still got her NIL deal with was it Nike or somewhere? I don't know, somewhere. So she's gonna be still playing her last year at in the Big 12, which is still one of the premier conferences. Women's basketball, I cannot wait. Right now, it's cool. It's cool right now. It's gonna continue to grow, but 3 years from now, it's gonna be jumping. Watch, it's gonna be jumping, bro.
That's gonna be sweet. And then we see the retired legend. See, she got her deal too.
Yeah, shout out to Candace. Shout out to Candace. I had the biggest crush on her, bro. I used to have the biggest crush on Candace. And I seen her with Sheldon Williams. I'm like, we
used to tease people about that. Sheldon Williams. How did she get
He got 2 babies out of you. He got 2 babies out of you, too. No wonder you switched up and went to the other side.
We was just like, that don't even match. Like, she's like the top. Like, you think she would be like with I don't know who's in that age bracket, whatever, like another top star.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She was a few years younger than me. And I just remember seeing her in the Slam magazine. I'm like, because she had braces. I'm like, who the hell? They say she could duck. Then her first year in Tennessee, I seen her. And I was like, damn, I was like, she's beautiful. I was like, this is a beautiful young lady. And then I seen her dunk. I was like, yeah.
She was a beast.
Yeah, I used to love me some Candace Parker. Even though I think she's 6'4", she got me by an inch. I don't care. I was like, still, you just wear flats around me. We cool.
And she wears some heels. So she gonna be like 6'7"?
Yeah.
Shout out to Candace, man. Another person that TNT gonna lose, but she got other jobs though. I know she works in other, do a lot of other stuff too. So she gonna be okay.
Yeah. I mean, she gonna have her hands full with Adidas.
Yeah.
Especially being the president.
Then she was doing was she on doing some of the telecasts for the women's tournament?
Yeah. But everybody on the TNT panel was doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, like all of them do it. They split them up on different times. The only person that don't do that is Shaq. Shaq, the only person that don't do the college basketball.
Okay. He probably ain't got time for that.
Of course, he's too busy trying to look for some work. He on this sliding into these DMs. What's the dude? Some guy, some internet dude. He go by the name of Tootsie or something like that. I guess he one of the young guys that a lot of like that get millions of views and all of that stuff. Social media. He make music. He got pissed off. Was it yesterday or today? He got pissed off at Shaq because his girl sent him a message. of Shaq sliding saying
Oh,
something
man.
about can you have my baby or something Shaq said to her. He said something to her.
Hey, Shaq got all that money. He chilling.
He a billionaire, bro. He worth over $1 billion. So it's like I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Watch out, man. Don't leave your girl around me.
True player for real. Oh man. That's all I got, big BA. You got anything coming up tonight?
Man, tonight it's an event that I will be a part of that's actually happening in 25 minutes.
Okay.
It's called Across the Street. It's a virtual battle rap event. It will be type in Cheeks, the Hoodologist. Cheeks as in CHEEKZ, the Hoodologist. And yes, it's about 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna be hosting that alongside her and a few others. It's gonna be virtual, so it's gonna be from home.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah, I'll be doing that, and I'll be watching the freaking games.
Yeah, starting now. They actually probably already on right now. Are we talking about it? And let's pop the games back on real quick so you guys can see it. My fault here. You have the Knicks versus the Pacers, and then of course at the 9:30 slot you got Denver versus Minnesota. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna try to pop in, man. I've been saying, man, me and you. That was the one topic we could still chop it up. I was gonna try to save it for our other show.
What
late night hype. I was trying to say that topic when we brought it up. Like, I might as well just type it in. But we can still chop it up a little bit more. You always want more in depth.
Let me know. We got to get an official time and a date, because I would love to like premiere that, because I got to figure out how to do it on here. But premiere that on my platform too, so I can bring people, we can have more viewers, and then I can bring those viewers that are watching me from here. And all I'm gonna do throughout the show is be like, I need y'all to go over to Sports Game Vision and go subscribe to Sports Game Vision. There's gonna be a lot of battle rap fans, but they'll be over there though. They'll be over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me know. Let me know when that's ready, so we can do the do. I love to do that.
We still could chop it. I mean, would be more stuff, but the main thing we and you really wanted to talk about was that Amanda Seales interview. That's what I've been saving, man.
Oh my gosh!
I finally watched all 3 hours. I had to watch them, separately, independently, but
I'm so, man, Amanda. That's all I can say right now. And it's like she's a black woman, so I'm not gonna disrespect the black woman right now, but she just made, like, you can see, bro, I look at her and I see the devil, bro. I see evil. Like, she's evil to me, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, that interview, in my opinion, could have really helped her image a lot more, and I feel like it hurt it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I think Shannon Sharpe, you gotta have your stuff together too, because he asked her. It's a couple times where he stated something about her life that wasn't correct, where she had to check him and be like, no.
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, when she told him, when he asked her, he was like, yeah, so your mom, who's white, your mom or your dad?
Yeah.
When he asked her that, bro,
specifically told him before the show. So
exactly. He better stop drinking before. He better stop sipping on that cognac that he
was a Shea by La Portier.
Yeah, he better stop sipping on that. Because he be getting tipsy though. You can tell when he get tipsy because he starts to slump down like this. Then he got to pump himself up with the card. You can't, like, if you literally look at it, notice his body language at the beginning.
I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna have to rewatch the Brittany Renner interview, because I know when he had a couple shots there, he's probably like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly how it was.
You said what?
Exactly. Yo, who watched that, man? Watch him, though. If you get a chance, go back and watch him. Go watch multiple, even the Cat Williams and all of that. Just watch how he really, because my understanding, his liquor is strong. It's like strong, like a strong liquor. He a big dude, but he healthy. So when you healthy and you drinking alcohol even quicker than the normal average person. So
if you're a big dude, I lost some weight. I was way bigger. But when I'm big, I could drink. I don't feel nothing for a minute. But once you lose that weight or you ain't drinking in a while, you come right to it.
Once you get healthy, bro, because I was in Vegas, I was getting lit before everybody else was. I'm like, bro, everybody else laughing and joking. I'm like, damn, that's because I just started fasting. I'm starting to lose this, getting healthy, and I'm out here drinking alcohol, and I ain't drink alcohol in almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So
when you get it, it's easy. Like it's like, I used to drink heavy, so
yeah.
But when you come back, if you come back to it, like it go down easy, but it mess you up quicker.
Oh my gosh, yeah. my first night, bro, it was probably one of the worst nights that I've had ever, bro. Because like when I got back to the hotel, and I'm talking to the ladies, I'm talking to I'm instead of me being able to like chop it up and be like, come back, I was like, man, I gotta go. In the middle of a conversation, got to my hotel, got sick to my stomach, and I'm throwing up, and I'm dehydrated. And I'm just like, bro, like I felt like I was like I literally wanted to lay down in front of the toilet, just like lay there and go to sleep. And
that's young. That was our young stage type getting messed up. Woo.
That was me, my very first night in Vegas, because I was like, man, let me drink and get out.
Hold on. You wasn't in none of them industry meetings, man. Was you?
Hey, no diddy.
They're trying to get you. Hold on, where'd he go?
Yeah. Plus I have my guys that are a part of my that work with me on Get Your Bars Up Media. We're from all over the country. We've been knowing each other for years, so we all had each other's back. They made sure I got back to the pad, because if I was out there and I was doing too much, because I'm like, man. But like I said, I hadn't drank alcohol in like 2 years. And I went out there trying to, like, I'm having fun with all the younger people who are probably in their mid-20s to mid to late 20s. And I'm out there and I'm like, I'm almost 40 years old and I'm drinking with y'all, laughing, talking to everybody, trying to conversate. After that night, I took it easy. I was still drinking, but I took it way easy.
They do it like them early days, man.
Oh, no. I don't never get very few times I've been sloppy drunk like that, and that wasn't even really sloppy drunk. I just felt sick.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah,
that's the worst. Y'all guys be responsible out there. Be careful.
But whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yep, stays in Vegas. Oh man. Shoot, I'm gonna solidify something, man. You definitely want to get that show back on the road when lock you in with that. We'll talk the topics will be a little bit more. We also have sports, but it'll be more, I guess on a personal level kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
But we talk sports as well. Of course, it's sports related. So I appreciate you showing up and all the guys showing up in the chat. We got a good chat tonight. Besides the one person that was hating on us, I didn't even read it. I just popped it on there. When I looked at the first two, he was cool. I'm like, okay, let me just pop it up. Like, hold on. That's like you swipe the screen the wrong way or something. Hold on, what's going on with this?
That was somebody that was a troll that probably knows either you or me. That was a troll. That was totally a troll. Look at Cole just popped in here talking about, yo. It's over with now, Cole. Where was you, Cole? That's over with.
Yeah, we need you spaz out on my man.
I know. We talked about the best point guard ever named John Stockton and all of that.
Yep. And we had the women's game.
Yeah.
All the people in the chat. That's our one of our women's aficionados. He knows all the women's games. He'll tell you everything about it. Shout out to Cole.
But hey, salute to you, bro. I'm up out of here because I gotta get ready for this event. Cole, 7, the whole squad, man. Salute Lakerland. Salute. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sports Game Vision. You feel me? Sports news, talking more, all of that good stuff. Peace of love. And Cole, get your bars up. Salute.
Oh man. What's up, Cole? If you want to jump in briefly, you can before we head on out. But Yeah, great show today. We talked about Shannon Sharpe. We'll pull the picture back up. Shannon Sharpe versus Shaq. And of course, we talked about our guy, Jason Tatum, and what he's going to do in the league, whether the Minnesota Timberwolves can pull it off. We talked about Anthony Edwards himself and whether he's going to be the new star. So I appreciate you watching the show and everything on the playback. Go subscribe to the Lakerland Room. That's where we all go. We talk Lakers, and of course, during this season, we're gonna be talking about Lakers and the Sparks, and of course, any news in the NBA. And I'm sure we're gonna watch some NBA playoff games in there. We have VIPs where you can watch the game if you don't have the platform to watch it on. You will have a few of those every game. And then, of course, I just popped in Late Night Hot. That is coming back. We talking about, late night sports topics, and, of course, personal stuff. And then, of course, every week we will be back here, 6 p.m. We will be talking the sports, game vision, sports, all type of sports throughout the sports world. And please just come in the building, like, share, subscribe, and follow the platforms all across. That's not even all the platforms I'm on. I just look me up. I'm either SGV Talks or Sports Game Vision, and you can go subscribe to whatever you like. I should be having a blog coming pretty soon as well. And thank you for tuning in, and for all the people that's going to be on the playback. As I say, Sports Game, you know the vision. Peace.